Hey y'all, I'm Chris and this is It Worth It, y'all? Today, we're gonna use some leftovers and we're gonna use some home canned ingredients and we're gonna do gumbo. So, quick canning cuisine episode, here we go. Now this week's quick canning cuisine episode, we are gonna use possibly 2 cans of home canned gumbo stock and potentially a pie filling. So, what are we gonna do? We're making gumbo, y'all, we're making gumbo. I'm only going to use about half of that bag of shrimp. I'm going to use that whole thing of andouille sausage. I used some of our onions earlier and I had this much left, so we're going to throw those in there. Some taters, some carrots, some celery, some mushrooms, some bell peppers, some more onions, some of these sad looking suckers because we've got to get rid of them. And that's going to be gumbo. Oh, you know what? I'm adding one more ingredient. Oh, I forgot. We grew a bunch of okra last year. We're adding okra, y'all. Homegrown okra. Nice. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ingredients are homegrown and 3 ingredients are home canned. That's pretty darn good. So, all right, let's get this quick canning cuisine going and make this gumbo as quick as we can. All right, first on the list, we are going to thaw out shrimp. This is how I do it. This is cold water. I like to just put them in a colander, get the cold water up top, zhuzh them around, let them thaw. Do this a couple times and it bring them right to room temperature real quick and easy. Cheating a little bit. I don't know if you can see in there, but that is the red onions, the bell peppers, and the andouille sausage, and we're auto defrosting in the microwave. Now, oh, you notice, I'm leaving the okra frozen. I just think it works better we throw these in at the last minute. What I'm going to do while we're waiting on everything else to defrost is I'm going to go ahead and break these up into smaller chunks. I don't like mushy gumbo. I like to actually, when you eat your gumbo, you're like, oh, that's a piece of a pepper. I don't like it looking like soup or a puree. One thing I like about making gumbo is you can literally look in your refrigerator and go, all right, what do we want to put in the dish? What do we need to use? Well, these peppers need to be used today. They're starting to get a little squishy. So we're going to do that. Okay, gotta turn the water off, y'all. My shrimp are starting to float out of my basket. So, here they are. There they are. I'm going to let those sit for a minute. Then we'll come back and get those in the pot. Oh, you stay out. With the carrots, I'm just going to chop them up a little bit into bite-sized pieces. Because these will be all right in the gumbo. And we want to heat through these pretty well and not overcook them. Okay. All right, there we go. We'll get the taters going here next. Come over to the stove and we'll get to assemble. We're going to use Big Red today. She's ready. I'm just going to dump in some olive oil because what I want to do is put a little saute on some of this stuff before we add the delicate stuff like shrimp and whatnot. So let's get those going. Add some potatoes here real quick. Alright, we got some celery going in as well. Alright, we're going to throw some sausage in. Now we're going to let some of this brown and cook through a little bit before we start adding other things. Because some of the layers that we're putting in here are cooked and some of them are raw. And we want everything to come together and cook all the way through at the same time. So these pieces are going to have to cook a little bit longer than the other pieces. And what we have left is mushrooms, okra, and the shrimp that are in the sink. I'm gonna put these onions and peppers in here in just a second. Doesn't this look good, y'all? Greg might have to take some of this to work. It's gonna be a full pot. Well, that's the way you make gumbo, enough to share. I don't know about y'all, but that is a beautiful pot. Look at that. That's gorge. Oh, hang on. Lights. Hey, there we go, lights. Isn't that beautiful? Like, I'd eat that. Just that. Oh, it's going to be so good. It's going to take a month of Sundays to eat it, but man, is it going to be good. All right, y'all. I want you to notice this. In the time that it took me to assemble all of those vegetables, get them chopped, and get them in the bowl, these are completely thawed. I did not run any additional water on them. All I did was put them in this colander and let it sit here in the sink. And this shrimp is completely thawed out. Now I'm going to take all of the shell off, pinch the tails, get all that off. And then we're going to put these in right at the last minute, for the last 4 or 5 minutes of the gumbo prep. And they'll cook and be perfectly cooked. We don't want, oh good, look, I'm so glad we were using these. Look, they're starting to get a little freezer burn. See that part? That's freezer burn. We'll have to cut that off. It's not like it's not a good shrimp, but we'll just have to cut that off. That's what freezer burn looks like on seafood. So yeah, I'm glad we're doing this because it's getting rid of a food group that we don't want to waste. Because I don't know about y'all, but I love me some shrimp. Love me some shrimp. All right, I'm going to do this. This is slimy and gross, so y'all ain't got to watch it. But I got probably a pound of shrimp to get the peel off. Then I'm just going to stick these in the refrigerator until I'm ready to use them, which will probably be in about 45 minutes to an hour. Oh, the smell, y'all. Okay, so this is just, let's see, we're getting about 12 minutes. So we have sweated some onions and we've started to cook some of these veggies. Now what we're going to do is we're going to throw in the gumbo. This was from a previous batch of gumbo, and look at all the butter. Let's see if this will fit in here. Oh yeah, there we go. We're going to add this flavor. This flavor bomb. I'm going to go ahead and do both of them. I'm going to add this flavor bomb, and it's going to be so good. I'm going to pour a little bit in here because this is going to be thick on the bottom. Okay. Pour you into you. Get the rest of the flavor bomb off the bottom of this one. Okay. Now, we're going to stir this up. Oh, yes. Look at all that. Now, if we need to thicken this a little bit, we can. We'll use a roux or something, but we're just going to let this lovely goodness come up to a boil. Then we're going to set it down to simmer. And we're going to let it simmer for about an hour. All right, y'all. I know you're probably thinking, did you just say simmer for an hour? I thought you said this was quick canning cuisine. Well, it is. And because we have all the pre-made gumbo seasonings, all we have to do is heat through veggies and simmer this for an hour. Regular traditional gumbos take usually somewhere between 3 and 4 hours total to finish. So having the canned gumbo seasoning broth is cutting our time in half. So 15 minutes for the vegetables to sweat and come up to temperature and cook through the potatoes a little bit. 45 minutes to an hour. At the 45-minute mark, I'll throw in the okra and the shrimp, chuck those in, stir, and then at an hour and 20 minutes, we'll be ready to eat. So 3 to 4 hours, hour and 20 minutes. I consider this a quick canning cuisine recipe that is pretty darn good if you're cutting, 2 to 3 hours off. Okay, see you in 44 minutes. Look who's home. Official taste tester. Here's our gumbo. Okay. Our homegrown onions, our bell peppers, our okra. And I took it out of the thing about 5 minutes ago so it wouldn't be molten lava.
It's good.
Yeah.
That okra.
Yeah.
Somebody must have grew that okra really well. That was good. That sauce is really good.
Yeah, and that's the canned stuff from downstairs. That's the stuff we canned the last time we made gumbo. All right, y'all. This?
Keeper.
Total winner. I like the thickness. I didn't add anything. Obviously, we would eat it over rice, but we're getting ready to go get seeds for our next video. So, game changer, good winner.
Good one.
This is a quick canning cuisine episode. The reason why it is we took that sauce that we made, and so we cut it down, like I told you guys, 4-hour process down to a 1-hour process. 1 hour, 20-minute process. I would consider that quick as for gumbo, because you've seen me make gumbo.
Yeah.
Gumbo's like a half-a-day process. So anyway, yay.
Yeah.
I'm glad we like this one. All right, check out over here. I'm gonna post the quick canning cuisine playlist so you can look at that. Tell us what you want to see us make down in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel out. Share it too. If you like something that you see, share it, all right? Do that for us. And comment that you shared it so we can say thank you, all right? Until we see you on the next video. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.